everyone, I'm Phoenix Blade and welcome back to City Skylines and welcome back to Gotham City. In the last episode, I was quite rusty, so I went off and I trained with a hermit out in the mountains who only exclusively plays City Skylines, and he taught me many things that which I had forgotten, but also new things of which I did not know. And the first thing that I wanted to address in this episode was the fact that this is finally empty, which means I can destroy it. Excellent. No longer shall the fine people of Gotham City be sickened by this nasty garbage pile that used to be here, and now they can actually have just problems with their trash in general. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that. I'm not quite sure. Perhaps I'll build a bridge that kind of just goes over here, and then we'll like burn all the trash over here. You know what? That's not even a bad idea. I think I'll do that. But as for this space right here, I don't know really what to do. It's kind of in the middle of a big old city. I'd say put a park there, but we already have South Park right here, this big old park. So I don't think it's really necessary. So I'm thinking what I'll do instead is perhaps I'll put some like business offices here, and there we go, and that'll help a little bit with industry, and yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. But yeah, it does look like people are kind of sick over here, which isn't the best. How are we on people getting their health care? Not very good over here, it turns out. I don't have really any good medical buildings. So what if we put a hospital? What if we actually put a hospital right where that thing used to be, and then just health everybody up? It doesn't really health everybody up where I wanted to be. And also, I got a trophy called Foggy Weather, which I'm not really sure what that means. Is it because of this? It might be, you know. I'm just gonna say. I'll look into it later, but I'm just gonna say that probably is what it is. We need to get at least some kind of clinic up in here. So I'm gonna destroy this sickly building. Blam! And now, everybody over here is like way happier, which is good. It'll probably mean lots of upgrades, but also, hopefully, it means these people will be less sick. I would hope so. And we gotta deal with this trash problem. So, real quick, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna do the thing that I talked about with the stuff and the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. What the frick just happened? Why'd all the power get cut? That makes no sense. Did I cut something on accident? I shouldn't have. If I did, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what would have been cut though. Maybe there's just I'm not making enough power? Could that be the case? What's it saying? Electricity available. It just says I'm not making enough, which is weird. Huh. Okay. Well, I have an idea. It's an expensive idea, and perhaps it's not the best. But you know, times like these, you start thinking to yourself, man, I really could use some solar flipping power. It's what I could really go for right about now. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's what I want to do. Okay, and we'll just build it straight out this way, and then solar power it up with, you know, DS right here, like so. Bam! Green energy! How do you like me now? Also, how am I gonna pipe this energy over there? Not through pipes, unfortunately. Which is really a shame. That should be a option in this game. You'd think it would be, after all. To have underground lines, you know, for things and such. Bam! Because it's a thing in real life. I mean, it's expensive, but you can, you know, you can get power. Now I'm having water problems. What did I do? Okay, all the power's going down. Okay, good. And so, and the pipe should be fixed now that I'm getting power, right? Like, okay, water available, yeah, all that's fine, but these guys don't have water because I guess this got cut. What the flop? What the flip-flop? Okay, there. I don't know what that was about, but hopefully, oh my god. The first episode I really start getting into stuff, and I already start destroying my city. See, this is why you do not start a complicated thing such as City Skylines, where everything's intricate and interwoven, and then you're like, I'm gonna just start popping things in, and hopefully the buildings won't burn down. Is the ideal situation? Is buildings won't burn down? How are there still fires over here? Have I not? Like, I could have swore I put enough. Okay, I didn't apparently. We need to get them their own like fire department situation right there. There we go. Hopefully no more fires. Hopefully. Okay, great. Now so I got the power and that's all good. I kind of like this little stretch of land right here. Like, this could be like another industrial thing. It's kind of out of the way. I don't know if this being right here is the best idea, just because the water supply, you know, is not the greatest. But I'm thinking this would probably be a really cool place for, like, oh, okay, hold on. So this is where, why is the thing so far away from the shore now? Do I need to move these? I'm thinking maybe, you know, like what good is this one doing anymore? Hold on, let me check this out. I need to see if I go relocate building. Yeah, now it wants to be further this way. Okay, I'm gonna pause everything. Time to relocate things. Okay, things are a bit more relocated, a bit more in the water. That's good. Okay. Now I'm kind of thinking to myself, this would be a cool little area to do a bunch of bike trails and such. Just all sorts of crazy, like, mountain biking. Like, we could do some BMX over here. Like, this is where the city goes to do all that. That'd be pretty awesome. Oh, one sec. Hold on. How do I do? I figured out how to change my little tweet faces. But now I gotta, like, refigure it out because I just stumbled across it. Where is it? It's just city info. And chirper, there we go. We're gonna have the cool emoji. Yeah, cool bird emoji. Alright, how are things going over here? We're having money problems, as one would expect from this area. I mean, it's meant to boom, but I'm kind of held back on my population size, but maybe I can expand a little bit. And we have crime right here, which isn't the best. How dare you, sir, be in this people's business, doing your stuffs. Okay, hold on. So, should be fine. Yeah, it was taken care of already. Okay, good. I think crime overall, like, pretty taken care of, except for these areas. Which, I mean, at the same time, like, obviously, because there's nothing there yet. I mean, they can hoodle them around all they want. Nothing really is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these things. Beautiful. Solar energy. Okay, so now I'm going to get right on over, stop stalling, and expand this area. And also, this looks like some proper, how you would say, oh, there's a train thing right there. Ooh, fascinating. There's some farmland right over this way, conveniently enough. So let us look at areas. Now, I don't like this, the way it's making me look at this, but I do want this area, so I think we'll expand out to here. And how much is this going to cost me? Like, all my money. Great. Fantastic. But now we have this area, and there's there's some farmland right in the corner, which is perfect for a suggestion that was made to me. We'll call this little area right here Cowboy Corner. So I'm going to go into district pinning tools, and then I'll we'll do like a medium. Yeah, we'll stick with medium. And then we'll just paint this whole area right there. Right like that. Yeah, like that. That looks nice, Willis. Good. Paint it. Paint it like you do. Yeah. Oh, you paint me like your other beautiful women. Yes. Alright, I have no clue what the heck any of that was about. But I do know. Ta-da! This is now called Rosewood Hills, which is not what I want. I want it to be called... There we go. Now I've got them saving electricity, water. They got smoke detectors. They're going to be green. And something about industrial right there. Oh yeah, they're not the safest when it comes to the workers. However, it will let them be more productive. So that's good, right? I mean, yeah, I like looking out for the working man, you know, making sure he can be safe and all that, but at the same time, sometimes, you know, you gotta make some money. And that's exactly what I plan on doing here. Okay, let me tell you. And it's just gonna be a big old triangle. That's what it's gonna be, does that curve? It does curve. Okay, well, whatever. It'll be that, and then this can lead to like over here, and then it can like kind of dip underneath the train tracks, if it'll let me. No, when it comes to dirt roads, you cannot go up or down. Okay, we will just do normal road, and it will dip, dippity dip, dippity doo dah. Dip, there we go. Dip, and then we'll go back up, and we'll come over this way, and it will intersect. We'll do this one freeform and make it go boom. Alright, so this is what we got to work with right now. The cow boy corner, this is going to be like a big farming land, and then right here we're just going to expand this whole city. So without further ado, probably one of my bigger time lapses, maybe, we'll see. Here we go. So the first thing I start prioritizing is removing all these old power lines that I don't want running through my city, making sure also to not accidentally cut off power to the rest of the city that needs it, while at the same time making sure there's variations, such as offices for industry, houses, you know, you got your little commercial buildings here and there, that kind of stuff. The next thing I start working on is filling in the gaps that I've got between the city. I really want to fill it up, you know, make it look thick with houses and stuff. But then I saw this empty space and I went, gee, you know what would look good in all these trees? A park! So I decided to build another park, because this area doesn't really got one, you know? So I start making a bunch of little paths as soon as I figure out how to work it, because, God, I forgot. But, you know, I remembered after a bit. Hooked it up with water, of course. And then just made it look like a, you know, a nice little park that maybe you'd want to go and take your date out to and kiss her under the gazebo. After all, it was just Valentine's Day. Next thing I wanted to start working on was a new kind of branch off of the residential, and I'd get, you know, kind of into it, and then I get distracted because I start realizing, holy crap, there's a train thing, and maybe I want to connect to that train eventually, and also eventually all of this will get really trafficky, so I build a roundabout, because roundabouts really are the most fluid, awesome, amazing solution to all your traffic needs. Buy it today! I start going in with a fine-tooth comb, you know, like real fine, like the kind that you'd scrape through sand and sand grains wouldn't even get through, so you don't even know why you freaking put your hair through that kind of mess. But whatever. I started deciding exactly where I want the small little businesses, the high density businesses, the really big, you know, corporate offices where all the fat cats live. I start deciding where all that's going to be because it's kind of in the middle of everything, and I want it to be kind of like the downtown of the very left side of my city, if that makes any sense. There's going to be like multiple downtowns in this place. It's going to be crazy. And then I started making a walk path over here, one that goes loopy-loop around this water tower, because why not, you know, destroy these houses because my path decided it wanted to be there, and you know, whatever. And then trees! Lots of trees. All the trees. You know me and trees. Me and trees go like this. I'm crossing my fingers like the bestie symbol, you know? Yeah. And because each little segment needs its own downtown, I decided each little segment needs its own fancy, swervy road place where people live. You know, like the residential areas where you really hate to swerve through to drive, but like everybody's like, this is such a great neighborhood. Yeah, because nobody wants to drive there. It sucks. There's lots of windy roads. But anyways, I decided to build one of those right here. It looks nice from up above. I just would hate to drive there. That's all I'm saying. This is where the Gilmore Girls live. Don't ask, never even seen the show. So I'm really into D&D, which means I'm super into Critical Role. So I had to make a freaking Matt Mercer house. I mean, come on, Matt Mercer shout out! All my friends who like Matt Mercer, what's up? You know what, guys? I think it's time to get ourselves a cargo train terminal. Just gonna say. But I think I have to destroy this first. So in case this don't go so well, I'm gonna like pause everything. Here we go, and then do this, and then try to connect it maybe. Why does it want to be all sideways? Don't be all sideways. Don't look at me all sideways like that. Space. Must be okay. Near roadside must be okay. Well, this is a roadside technically. Are you happy like that? No, you're not happy like that. Okay, what if I do like this sort of thing where I poop. It cost 60 grand. Well, I mean, crap. Crappity crap. Well, it's not like this was connected to my city, so it doesn't matter too much. But it will be pretty cool when I do get it connected to stuff. What's going on here? It's like some kind of like a ravine. It looks like a river should be there, but there's not. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's this about? Fuel? Not enough fuel? Is that what that means? The coal power plant turns coal into electricity. Okay. I just didn't have fuel for a bit, which was interesting. Okay. Well, whatever. You're surrounded by oil. You shouldn't really be running out of fuel, you silly. Now, with all these industries I got in the city, I'm talking farming, I'm talking oil, I'm talking even more farming. I need some kind of way to export all these goods, okay? Something better than just the highway. I need a train to chug this stuff all across the country that are called this Tophalophytus. I can't even say that again. Don't make me try, okay? Our first train? No, I just went through. Poop. Poop! Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but whatever, I suppose. It is what it is. Now, unfortunately, unless I want power lines stretching across half the map, I needed to figure out some way to power the cowboy corner. And so I went with a little wind power turbine, you know, and then also some power lines because I still needed those. But at least it's not as many. That's what matters, okay? Sometimes it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And that's why these power lines, top notch. Alrighty, well, I feel like I made some good progress in this episode. Maybe not quite as long as I expected it to be, but then again, if you take into consideration, like, all of what you saw was condensed into a much smaller time frame because of time warpage in the video or whatever. So, yeah. But, hey, you know, let's look at what we did in this episode, shall we? First off, we expanded out, and we got this nice little neighborhood. I like this. I call this Critical Role Housing, because, one, I really like the show Critical Role. I think that's really a fun show of Dungeons and Dragons to watch. And also, here, let's put a fire. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's much more happy. I love it. I love it when people are happy. Let's also put one over... I already have, let's put it like right there. There, that's good. And then let's also get, I know I'm totally getting sidetracked. I said I was going to end the episode. But we need fire departments, dang it! We'll put one right here, right? Well, I don't have enough money. But when I do, because I burnt through all of it with this cargo thing, but I feel like this is really going to pay dividends. Hopefully, I mean, I feel like it will, you know? Like, I don't know where it's going, but hopefully it gives me money. Anyways, but yeah, we you know, we expanded out here and did this. It's a little more high density, but not totally. There's some lower density buildings here as well. And we got some good old, I like it, you know? I just think, man, like, look at that. I just think that's a nice, beautiful start to something. Got a nice little park here. It's great. Screenshot, am I right? Alright, well anyways, thank you very much for watching, and we're going to pick right back up here in the next episode. So, don't forget to hit that like button and that bell button to be notified when the next video comes out. And as always, remember to keep the flame alive.
Now I've broken the rules, I'm not the one to be. Tired, cold, shaking and blue, she's on the phone to me.